G'day everybody, welcome back to Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. We are in the Cartography strategy / lounge room, and as you can see behind me, we have completed the wall housing our two staircases back here, and it's looking quite nice. I'm pretty happy with what we've been able to achieve on such short notice and without really much of a plan. Just sort of playing around with what we were able to do. We are going to continue with building in this episode, and I think towards the end I was sort of starting to, you know, spell out some of the things that I'm thinking of doing. So we'll try and work on this space. I will need to move perhaps maybe the cutting table a little bit, but I'm just trying to think of where I should leave it. Maybe what I could do is I could just grab all of the ingredients for this, and I could put it on the tower balcony to begin with, and then that way it's sort of out of the way, and we can still sort of work with stone. And I will put it on this side because, yeah, this floor, there's a bit of a problem with this floor. I do need to fix this, so I think that's the first thing that we should do, in fact. So let's get rid of that, and let's place it back down, this time properly, obviously. So yeah, the issue that I had was that it was giving us like a little gap for whatever reason. Yeah, okay, so I think I've eliminated the gap there, so that's good. I am just gonna double check from up above, make sure it is definitely in the right position. It looks like it. So now that that's solved, we should move on to the decorating. Maybe I do want to just like cover this up. Good. Okay, so we do have a few bits and pieces here which I don't really think I need on me. So let's start by just stashing a few things away. And yeah, there's a matter of whether or not we're going to be making more banners. I feel like that could be a possibility, in which case we might need some leather scraps. So I'll keep leather scraps. Do have raspberries. I don't know why I've got raspberries at the moment, which I might actually stash. Jute we might need for like carpets and stuff like that. So I'll hang on to the jute for a little bit. Yeah, let's throw raspberries in here. Just gonna see if I can pick up the eggs that we've got, and I'll place down some more dandelions. Okay, looking good. And, sorry, dandelions need to go in there. And I still have a little bit of wood on me, which is good. We might need some extra wood. Okay, so maybe I should figure out what I want to do in this space first. And, you know, having said all of that, perhaps maybe I do need to place down the cartography table first, because that's going to help us sort of work out what needs to go around the entire space. Yeah, I think the cartography table goes here. So actually that's where I need the raspberries, so I will need to go back and grab some. We need some bronze as well. This might be actually a little heavy. I'll see if I can swap the cloudberries for some extra free space. Extra free weight. And yeah, let's grab the raspberries. Let's just bring what we need though. So, 4. We've got the leather scraps, we just need the bone fragments now. And the bronze. We might actually have bone fragments in here. 10 of them. Ooh, okay. That's a problem. We need tin and copper. I think we need 10 copper. And, well, I guess I don't have to make 5 bronze. Could probably go with a little less. And yeah, I need the tin. Yeah, this is actually a bit of a issue, isn't it? Weight-wise. Throw that there. Anything I can get rid of? Maybe the eggs. And maybe some wood. Maybe I can throw some wood in here. Free up some space. Not too much. Something like that. Hopefully that lets us carry what we need. I guess this is maybe where I should be using like one of those potions that let us carry a little bit more. Okay, 5 bronze. Very good. So we have everything. Let's place this down. I want to still be able to sort of run around this entire table where possible. And yeah. I remember playing around with this and then, you know, we didn't exactly get to use it because I think it's a multiplayer thing. So you can sort of collaborate and plan with friends, I assume. Record discoveries. What? You record your discoveries on the table. Nothing new to copy. What? It possibly means that whatever markers that you put down, maybe other players will be able to sort of copy that down and discover all of the markers that you've put down. And I think, you know, going to this box potentially lets you record that into the overall world map, so to speak. And then, like, if you come back to base and then you want to sort of, like, get everyone else's pins and markers, you would, you know, grab it from here. That's my assumption anyway. I could be completely off, but it sounds plausible. Okay, so now that we've got the main feature of the room, I want to add a little bit more to it though. So, a marble table? I don't know. Marble table could be nice. Like, what we could do with a marble table is, like, have, like, 2 of them set up here. And, maybe a whole bunch of chairs. Or, we could have, like, another big table here. But I think this is maybe not really required. I think maybe the marble tables might be better. That way we sort of have a pathway in the middle to sort of get into the room. I think that's the play. So, speaking of marble, actually, someone left a comment, very interesting comment, saying that apparently marble absorbs smoke. So, you could have you know, fireplaces without chimneys, essentially, by using marble. I find that a very strange yet interesting mechanic. So if we do decide to use, say, a brazier up here, perhaps maybe that's something that we could consider, using a little bit of marble to get rid of the smoke or whatever. Yeah, haven't really planned that far just yet, but it could be an idea. I guess it's, yeah, okay, it's raining, that's why. Alright, I feel like I need a little bit of lighting, but perhaps maybe we should just focus on the marble tables first. So let's grab some marble, and apparently we need some copper here, so I might need to, in fact, get myself some copper made. I'm just trying to see if I can use up some of the ingredients that I currently have. Can I put more banners? I quite like the idea of having a lantern hanging from the center here, just to light up the cartography table a little bit. Though if we do a brazier, there might not be a need for the lanterns in this room. So yeah, I'm getting a little confused as to what to work on first. Maybe let's focus on the brazier, because there's a chance that we might not use the brazier in the end. So I need a bit of core wood, and I need the stuff for the brazier itself. So another 5 bronze apparently. Okay, wow, we've got a lot of work ahead of us in that case. Okay, let me tuck everything away. The berries, yeah, I'll leave the berries for the time being. That can go there. Jutes, yeah, okay, I'll come back to the carpet later. Alright, so we still have a little bit of tin. Copper's what's really holding us back at the moment. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of copper at all. I might need to go out and fetch some. And tin as well, we are running low. I just need the 1 bronze though, so maybe I don't need to go out just yet. And I can just maybe do 2 copper, 1 tin, and that'll give us the 1 bronze. Because in the end it's the same cost anyway, right? So we don't need to stress too much about making a big batch. So a bit of coal and a chain. Yeah, again, just exploring ideas for the moment. But we don't have to settle with a bad idea, obviously. Yeah, so the idea is we do a brazier there. Does look slightly off, doesn't it? Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of this as well. That'll give us an idea of how much light this is giving off. It is giving off a lot of light, actually. So I do quite like the braziers for that reason. Obviously we do have to power them with coal, but that's a lot more efficient if you ask me. Compared to, you know, using resin. Yeah, I do like it, actually. I wasn't initially convinced of the idea, but I think it could work well. And I think I was sort of thinking, do we just get rid of, like, some stone up there, and that'll create the opening that's required for smoke to dissipate. Maybe. Maybe. I've got a little bit more of an idea to make the space look a little bit better, and that's just by using a tiny bit of extra Growston. We'll do like a 1x1 Growston square block. And yeah, we just do it there. And another one right there. Slightly off. Yeah, for some reason there seems to be like a very slight gap there. Okay, much better, I think. So I'm fully expecting, like, coming back down here and the room being, like, completely filled with smoke. Which it isn't, actually. So there is a lot of smoke, like, hovering up here, which doesn't look very nice, obviously. So with what I've learnt recently, I wonder if I should apply the knowledge. So maybe I need some marble. If I can sort of just like get marble to absorb like some of the smoke that's being generated. I wonder if that'll work. Speaking of marble, I don't actually know if we have much. We we don't really have much at all, in fact. So perhaps maybe going to the Mistlands, something that we have to do very soon, but I don't know. Let's take a look at the marble tables, actually, because we need a couple of those. Yeah, it's only 6, so it's not like too bad. Really just depends on how much marble we are going to need for this. And how are we going to hold it up? That's another issue as well. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not 100% sold on the idea. Can we use any of the other shapes, perhaps? That's 4, that's 4 as well. Maybe I should just use a marble floor. That'd be a bit more efficient. Oh. Okay. Apparently not. I heard something else crumble up there. I have no idea what. Yeah, okay, so apparently this is out of the question. Yeah, it's been a while since we've looked at using marble pieces. But, yeah. In truth, I just feel like the marble pieces aren't really that nice. Not, like, much of a fan of it. But, yeah, maybe that's something that we could do. Just to sort of keep it slightly consistent. And, I can't really tell if the marble is absorbing any of the smoke or not, but if it's not really making a difference, I could perhaps maybe just take all of the marble back down and just leave it as is. Yes, there's a bit of smoke in this room, but I think it doesn't look too bad, to be honest. We can live with that. And it's not, like, spreading all the way out elsewhere. I mean, we've got a little bit of smoke coming in from the fireplace as well, and we're definitely living with that. The real benefit, however, is being able to save on a couple of dredger lanterns. But the problem that I have now is I don't have enough marble for the rest of the furnishings. So I'm gonna need to do something about that. So that's what we're going to do right now, in fact. And by doing this, I'm sort of hoping that we might come across some more verdure settlements, and we might be able to steal, you know, a few more of the verdure lanterns that we actually need. So, yeah, let's see how we go. Just need to put everything away first, and perhaps maybe have a decent meal. So, potions-wise, I want Ratastock, and I do want the one that helps us jump around a little bit. So, this one, Lightfoot Mead, and do I want to keep Bone Mass with me, or do I want to run faster? Because if I use Fader, I'll be able to move around a little bit faster. I might actually go with Fader, actually. I feel like it's a little bit more useful for this sort of thing that we're trying to do. Yeah, I will take a meal in a second. But let's switch out our powers and try and use it to our fullest extent. That might also help us sort of carry a lot more as well, doesn't it? Yeah, 10% movement speed plus 300% more carry capacity. Alright, so let's do like decent stamina, good food. We're almost out of piquant pies actually, which is a bit of a shame. Let's do a mashed meat, and we're still 14 minutes on this. I wonder if I can replace it now, or if I should replace it later. Maybe I'll replace it later. And I'll use a... Oh, I'm confused. I think we'll replace it with a chook. Chooks are easy to make. But yeah, we don't need to do that until another 10 minutes or so. Alright, Mistlands it is. Alright, so where do we find more marble? I guess I can go to like forts and stuff, and if the divergers are still there, that's a bit of a problem though, right? So I might see if I can find the bridge and the excavation sites first, and we'll go from there. Oh no. Of course I've forgotten. I need a wisp light. Yeah, and I guess that's probably a good reason as well to bring Fader, because if we do use the wisp light, we're going to have to let go of the Meganjord wisp light. Yeah, here we go. I think there's still enough daylight, so let's try and use the time as best as we can while it's still available to us. So I remember there was a bridge here. I feel like perhaps maybe we did completely break it down, possibly. If I mine this... Yeah, I think this is probably gonna give us... Okay, it just gives us stone. About this. Also stone. I wonder if marble is really just only available from the old structures. I've always been kind of uninterested in marble until I actually need it. Okay, we do have some vergers here. I don't really know if there are... Okay, there are quite a few. I don't know how I feel about, you know, pissing them off. We can go here, the abandoned fort. Yeah, we've got a 1-starred verger there as well. And I feel like my build is not really the greatest for combat. Okay, in hindsight, I don't think now is the best time, purely because I feel like it is actually getting dark. Maybe we do want to have a sleep. Since we're here, may as well grab these. Yeah, I wonder if there's an easier way to get ourselves into our room. I was sort of thinking, perhaps maybe one way you could do that is by building a portal into your room. And that way you won't have to sort of traverse through the staircase all the time. Might be an idea, but I don't know. I don't know if I really like the idea or not, though. Let's stash that. Yeah, we've got a lot of the mushrooms now. Maybe an excessive amount. Oh yeah, and I haven't really been to the Ashlands to check on the Askvins just yet, but we're kind of a little bit busy. We can do that another time. Doesn't have to be this episode. I did sort of say that I feel like maybe one of the, well, the Askvin that we're taming might actually be tame in this episode, but if we haven't exactly visited, then it's not happening. Okay, looks good. I'm just gonna stash extra mushrooms there. Probably can stash stones here as well. Okay, back out again, and let's go for the abandoned fort over that way. And yeah, maybe I should actually use these. So it gives us some extra benefit for 10 minutes. Oh, okay. This is what we want, right? Petrified bones. Should give us at least some of the marble that we need. I wonder if we dig further down if we'll be able to find a little bit more. I think we might be able to get a little bit more out of all of this. Oh, complete whiff. There we go. And luckily there's a little bit of copper here as well, so if we want to load up on copper, we can also do that. Anyway, one thing at a time. I feel like mining for marble is actually really tough. Like, it takes much longer to cut through marble than it is to cut through, like, metals and stuff. How much do we have? Still not really much. I'm gonna try and explode this if I can, just to speed up the process a little bit. And yes, there's plenty in the ground as well, but I'm probably not really that interested because, again, it's not like I'm going to need like heaps and heaps of marble for anything else. It's just the two tables that I'm interested in, which arguably I probably already have enough marble for that. But I sort of want to just be a bit thorough here and at least, you know, mine the top of this deposit out. That way we have marble for, you know, whatever we might need in the future. Hopefully we won't need too much more of it. Yeah, I'm regretting using some of the potions now because I haven't really been running or jumping that much to get to places. But I'm probably going to need it later when we eventually run out of Verdure lanterns to use, so I definitely need to try and track down some more. There we go. Exactly what we want. Okay, let's use Fader. So we should be able to pick up a little bit more. Come on. Yes. Love it. Okay. Probably not going to have what it takes to carry everything. Or are we? Okay. Well, we almost got everything. There's just a little bit more there. Decent place for copper deposits though, right? So I'll probably want to come back to this area, which is literally right behind the house, which is very convenient. Righto. So first thing I want to do is just put this away, and we'll stash the majority of our newly found marble. And yeah, hopefully we'll have no need for going out to source for more marble anytime in the future. And that we have all that we need. Marble tables, so we need 3 copper each. So if I want a couple of them, then yeah, we'll need that much. And yeah, we'll place these down. And so the idea is we'll have 1 table here. Oh no, okay, that's a problem. Yeah, okay. So I would have to reinforce the floor. What's going on here? Yeah, seem to be just identifying problems everywhere. Okay. That looks better. Okay, new problems are surfacing. So if we want the tables there, we're gonna have to reinforce. Can we do that? Can we reinforce stuff? So we already have the steel running through here, right? Is there an argument to be made to connect these up? I mean, I can experiment. So let's put things away again, and let me fish out some steel and some wood and maybe some core wood as well. And maybe this is a good opportunity for us to realign some of our core wood in the same direction. Because the idea is, if we're gonna have to put like a long sort of beam across that way, then perhaps maybe we just want all of the core wood to be facing the same way. Yeah, let's give it a go. So the issue that I have though is that some of this core, sorry, not core wood, some of the beams are probably going to stick out above the floor, and that's, yeah, that's a real bummer. Don't really like that. So how do we get around that? I guess one way we could get around that is by replacing the entire floor. Or maybe doubling up the amount of wood we have for the second story. Didn't we do that somewhere else? I'm just trying to remember if we did it for the attic. I don't think we did, but the attic... We did have to put some steel reinforcements, right? As far as I remember. Because we needed to... Yeah, there's steel right there. I wonder if we need to do the same thing. Alternatively, we could settle for like plane tables like this. But I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I want to sort of mix things up, and I want to have like some marble tables in here, which is creating much more of a problem for us, to be honest. But it could be worthwhile. Tell you what, I'll do some tests initially though, to just make sure that things can actually work out. So if I were to, say, do something like this, hypothetically, okay, so let's say, oh, okay, that's out of whack a little bit. Let's say that that's going to be our floor. And it's sitting right on top of the steel beam. Can I then get what I want on top of it without having things break down? That's the question that we're trying to answer. So yeah, it should be roughly there. And yeah, that seems to be sitting very well on top of the steel. So that's one solution. Otherwise, another thing that we could look into is the possibility of doing a slight freeform . So instead of us sort of like snapping, maybe we can get this to sit just under the floor like that. And if we run all of this across, I assume this might actually do the trick. Without compromising the the aesthetic of what we have here. Maybe. Yeah. It looks good. So I'm just looking at this. We have the throne, which is also a bit heavier, right? So my assumption is we already have something going on in the middle here to allow us to place the throne. I don't know how that happened. I guess maybe it's because we've got steel running up that way, and that's already sort of strengthening this whole sort of floor area. But yeah, I mean, the throne needs to be there anyway, so I'm not going to reposition it unless actually it looks slightly misaligned. Let me just get it exactly in the right position. There. Okay, so yeah, this definitely works. The issue then becomes whether or not I'm going to be able to do something about the core wood to make it sort of go across. I think I might be able to do that without too much of an issue, but let's come back to it when we have a little bit more sunlight. So I'm gonna have a sleep, and I should actually go out and check on the Askvin in the morning. Alright, we'll have one, and let's get that running. I thought it was a little bit dark for whatever reason. And meals. I want to eat that, and do I want to eat that as well? I suppose I could. And I think we are going to be calling it an episode very soon, guys. I just want to play around a little bit with the core wood. Soon. I think he's run out of food down there, though. Might need to source a little bit more. Oh, no, there we go. He's tame. Alright, brilliant. Which means that I've got another job that I need to start looking into, which is connecting these guys together. Again, something for future episodes, possibly in the next one, to be honest. If I maybe focus on that initially, I can sort of give them some food and, you know, hope that they breed while I'm, you know, doing other building and other activities. But yeah, let's just do one last test here for this episode on what we can do on this front before we call it. Yeah, so the issue I have with putting in core wood is how likely it is to poke out of the floor on the second floor. But I don't think that's going to be an issue, right? Yeah, so that looks completely fine. Right, what on earth is happening over there? Oh yes, that's the cartography room, which I thought we had everything sorted for the floor. There's some kind of stone that's left over there. Perhaps maybe... Ah, I know. This is covering up the other side of the wall that we've used for the staircase, or the staircases. Yeah. Makes a bit of sense. So, yeah. This is... I don't know if it's poking out this way, so I just want to check that. It's a little bit higher, isn't it? Maybe it's poking out this way. Yeah. Okay. Big no-no. Yeah, could be tricky, but I think we might be able to achieve what we need to achieve, so that looks good. That looks good. I'm hoping that looks all right, but we're gonna have to check. So... where does that move into? I don't think that goes in anywhere, does it? So we should be pretty safe. But it is slightly misaligned, isn't it? I'm just gonna see if I can just fix that. Good, and we'll just get the Grouston pieces back in. Assuming everything's okay on the second floor, we should be sweet. Yeah, looking good. So there we have it, guys. I think we've solved the issue for the marble tables being in this spot. But that's created a whole bunch more work for us to do downstairs, which I don't think will take too long to complete, to be honest. It'll just be a matter of taking all of the core wood back down and putting it all back up again in the other orientation. But for consistency, I might actually run like a couple more beams of steel running across this room as well, just so that we get, you know, consistency in terms of structural strength. And I think that'll be a a good thing, just in case, you know, we want to put any other heavier things on the second floor, and, you know, therefore needing all of that support. But I think this has been a pretty decent development. At least the cartography table is in, and I'm liking how that's looking, and we probably just need to work on, you know, sprucing things up a little bit. I don't know how I feel about these sort of roof pieces sort of poking in. I guess I really can't do too much about that. I might need to live with that, but if I am going to address it, it's not going to be in this episode. It'll have to be something for the future. Anyway guys, that is episode 327. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Drop me a like if you did. Chuck us some comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.